I was the only guy in my whole class who was like losing hairs and who was getting bald. And I was the only person in entire 50 people, in 50 students. I was the only guy who wear a cap to hide that insecurity. That was my first day I was landing at the airport in Chongqing. I realized that I'm losing my hair.
Did you go to Chongqing University as well, did you?
I'm still a student there.
That's so cool. That's such a cool joint experience that we have here, right? Before you get off the plane, had you noticed any hair loss, or is this something you experienced when you first got to China?
It was my first month in China. I started feeling like the water was not good for my hairs, and I started losing hairs there because the difference between water and climate and all the things, food, and it was eventually affecting my hair loss and stuff like that. I keep on thinking more about it. And so I was thinking and thinking, I was just looking for problems. At that point, I think I was stuck in my thoughts. I was thinking like there is no way out of this misery. It was a really bad experience for me. Then I started wearing caps. I was really down by that time, actually. Yeah. I remember the time in my dormitory, I was standing at the 8th floor looking down. I was thinking like, come on, I'm just too young. Why, how could it happen to me? Like, how that even possible that I have to go through these kind of circumstances? So I was really struck by that time. I was thinking, moving out. And you haven't started channel by that time. So I was
right. Okay, hang on. So for the context of enjoying this conversation, then I will, hear a bit about that, and then I'll jump in. We'll just have a good chat. You know, that's what this is about, right? So, so I moved to Chongqing 2017. We were possibly there at the same time.
Exactly.
It really aligns with my theory that I felt like when I was in my class, you know, oh, I'm the only one who's experiencing this.
Same exact thing was happening to me. And you were stuttering in your video, and a lot of thoughts were going through your mind, and same like were happening to me.
My hair is changing, like there's something not right here. Can you remember the first time that you noticed that?
I saw myself in a mirror like deeply, and I saw my hairline receding and my hairs are getting thinner every single day, and I'm losing them. We are 5 brothers, and 4 are bald and 1 is not bald. He has different genetics than us. So he's 32 years old and his head is still full of hairs. So I was comparing myself to him by that time. So I was thinking like how I can lose my hair like my elder brother didn't lose it. I was thinking like I'm taking some kind of unknown stresses and stuff like that, and that's why I'm losing hairs. And then I start thinking, oh, maybe it's genetical, maybe stuff like that. Like a lot of thoughts, not one thought.
Yeah.
The more I was going to think about it, and more I'm going to make myself like more depressed and stuff like that. Like it was really hot by that time.
So as this time is going on, what was it about the situation that you found so difficult, do you think?
I was the only guy in my whole class who was like losing hairs and who was getting bald. And I was the only person in entire 50 people, in 50 students. I was the only guy who wear a cap to hide that insecurity. So that was the thing that made me so deep, dig me down in the ground.
I kind of know the answer already, obviously, because I had the same experience, but I'd love to hear it from you. You know, what was it about wearing the hat that helped you?
When I started wearing cap, like I was thinking like the way you are going to wear clothes, the way you're going to wear cap, there's no difference in it. So I started wearing cap as a normal person, and people are not just, they are not focusing like he's wearing cap to hide something. He's just wearing cap. It's a fashion or something like that. So it's cool. Like I started feeling normal, but wearing cap all the time and hiding it, and it's burdening my soul. What was the thing I really hate about caps? One thing was I'm not truthful to myself. I'm hiding something inside. Okay, so whenever you have to go for a photo shot, like photo, you're going for photo or somewhere else. Like I remember I went for immigration in China. They took my photo. They told me to wear off your cap. We want to take your picture. So by that time I was thinking, oh my God, I have to take this thing off for a picture. So that day I realized that no, that's not the solution. At that moment, I was stuck. What to do? Like I have been wearing cap for 6 months, and first time somebody's telling me to wear this shit off. So I was like, I started thinking, and he's staring at me literally. He was saying like, why you can't do this? Like it's an immigration office, you have to do this. There is no other way. So I did this. He took my picture, and I got so angry. So I took my phone. I was so angry. I smashed it against the wall, and it broke down into
Really?
pieces. Coming, yes, exactly. That's the real story. It was like I'm fighting with my own self. It was me versus me, nobody else.
Mm.
So I have nothing to go anywhere. I can't leave this body and everything. Like I was literally fighting with myself. Like if you are fighting with somebody else, you have something, you find a solution, it's all right. But when the problem is you, what are you gonna do about this? Nothing. You have to take care of this thing. Like how you can keep on going with this thing with that kind of mentality.
Was that the turning point for you?
I have to do something about this. Like I was not going for hair transplant. I knew that. I went to different hospitals in China for hair transplant. I met a lot of people, and I went there. I talked to doctors, and I saw some patients who successfully have their hair transplant. I looked at them, and I made one thing in my mind. Like, I'm not going to do this. There is no way I'm going for a hair transplant because the results are not satisfying. I want
Mm.
to be natural. Every single step I'm going to take now is going to impact me in the next future. So I want to take good steps by this time. I was thinking for the perfect solution. These were the things where I decided, no, I'm not going for this. I have to find something else. So
Yeah.
I was trying for looking for hair system, wigs, Google, like how Elon Musk has amazing hairs. Like I did a lot of research on each and everything, but I find out one thing. Being bald, let's give it a try. That one day when I decided that I should have to give a try, that moment, I I was like, I'm free. I was just flying, and my roomers were saying, this guy is gone mad. He's crazy.
Yeah.
They didn't know that the feelings I'm feeling right now, how even they can experience that thing. I was so excited I couldn't able to sleep. I was thinking,
Really?
no, it's time to wake up. Come on. You have wasted almost 5 years thinking about this thing. Now you eventually got free.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what it's like. I think, and I think a lot of that comes from because it takes you down to such a low place. You know, the high is even higher than you were when you started losing your hair, you know, because you've had this experience. So say this is where you start and it takes you all the way down here, but when you kind of go through it and you deal with it, you don't just return to here, you go up here, you know, and you carry on life like this on another level.
Every single person has insecurities. Doesn't matter what, how beautiful, how handsome, how attractive, everything. Every single person is fighting with something. It can be a relationship. It can be a feelings from the past. It can be a life goal. It can be a procrastination. It can be anything.
Yeah.
So I wanted to tell them one thing. Just take your past as an experience. Live in the present moment so that you can make your future better. So how I did like this, like I was down, losing hairs. And when I was come up, I will come up in a very amazing way.
When you first shaved your head, did you do that in China?
Yes,
Ah,
exactly. I
okay.
went to barber. I
Yeah.
told him just shave. He was looking at me like, really? Yes, go ahead. I was sitting in a cafeteria, and I took my first picture being bald. You know what? Like I was not feeling okay being a bald because it was my first time.
Mm.
So I started wearing caps. It was like up and down, up and down, up and down.
Mm.
And now I have decided like I am going to be bald. So I sent you the message, okay? I want to share my journey with you.
I really need to hear about that then. It's quite common for a lot of people, right? So they do it, they go with a shaved head, but they still are quite attached to the hat wearing and the hiding. They're not ready to just be fully out there. How did you navigate that part?
The day when I just first shaved my head, I did first mistake. I saw myself in a mirror and it's shaved head, and I wear the cap again,
Right.
and I went out in the public. I didn't let the people notice by that time. That was the first mistake I did. So second time when I shaved my head, I decided to go out in a public without wearing a cap. That's where I saw the difference. It's a normal thing. There's nothing wrong in it. It was amazing.
We both had the same experience in the same place, and now we're here on this computer. It's so crazy to me. That's really awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
One more thing, I really want my community, Pakistani community, that they should learn, educate about this thing. Like, nobody is there accepting this. In UK, you guys are accepting, Europeans are accepting, Americans are accepting, but Indians and Pakistanis, they are very hard time with this thing, with baldness. Literally very hard time with this. So I wish that I could change, like I could tell them how you guys can do this as well. It's not a rocket science. It's so easy. It's so simple. Everybody can do this. You just have to pick up the blade and just try.
Yeah, no, dude, very well said. And I think it really is going to take people like yourselves to be you are the pioneer. You are laying the path for the other Pakistani and Indian brothers to follow in your footsteps and experience that freedom and not be in fear. You can be the change that you want to see, and you're doing it. And I really hope this inspires some other guys to do the same. So thank you so much for your time. Okay, we'll speak soon, and enjoy the rest of your day. Good man.
Amazing. Have a nice day. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you.
Thank you. You too. Take care, brother. I'll speak soon. Okay.